Hi guys, good morning or good evening, what is going on? This is Rycave. I'm doing a brand new series on space engineers. We're going to be going through all the vehicles on the workshop, deciding which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So to start off the series, we're going to do one that I've made, which is the Harrier jump jet.
I'm hypnotized by you.
So to start off, I absolutely love Space Engineering. It's a brilliant game. I reckon it's going to be one of the next big games, especially when it comes to Xbox. I think it's going to take over the whole market from the Minecraft community, as you can do a lot more on this than you can do on Minecraft. But I'm going to do an episode specifically about that after. From what I've seen in the workshop, a lot of people don't use the wheels for airplanes, and I really wanted to keep it to the original design. So I've put 3 wheels underneath, which if you turn off the initial dampeners, you can actually take off from the ground using these. You do need to hold space just near the end, and it will catapult you up and create enough thrust. Another key thing I wanted to do was make it look scary for the enemy. So if you saw it flying past, you would actually be quite terrified that it's going to come back and kill you. What I'm going to do now is completely shut my mouth and let you see the damage it can do during some strafing runs. Let's go again. Let's try another one. With you better pilots out there, it will cause a lot more damage. Later on, we'll have a look at how it deals in a dogfight, which is pretty awesome. Let's delve straight in and see what the actual details of the jet are. So it's a light fighter. It's made out of light armor plates. However, there's quite a lot of them. So when it's actually under attack, it can take quite a beating before it's put down. It's also quite agile because it's light armor plates, so it doesn't weigh a lot. It has 3 wheels underneath, and by it being lightweight, it means it can actually take off from the ground like I was saying earlier, because it doesn't put too much pressure down onto the wheels, which would cause them to snap when accelerating. Now everyone should know the 2 main features of a Harrier. It should be able to take off from vertical, which it can do pretty fast in the new updated version I've made. This video here is the old version, so now it can go even quicker. And every single Modern Warfare 2 player will know about this, is it should be able to hover as well. As you can see here, I put a few turbines facing backwards, which isn't usually the thing you would do. You would have a lot of thrust going forwards and a lot of thrust going up. However, I wanted some thrust going backwards, so you can come to a standstill hover quick by not just the engines that are underneath as you turn to 90 degrees, but also the engines at the front. On top of that, I also put engines facing either side, so I really wanted you to be able to fully control your hover, take out enemies. Well, you can take out the whole bases with ease. At the front I installed a spotlight so you can't miss anything in the dark. And I've also installed a camera so you can take out targets from long range, which is pretty accurate from the position it has. It takes out those pesky enemy tanks with ease. The zoom function on the camera is really useful because you can use it to see if there's any defences and see what's left of the base and if anyone's scrambling any fighters or building anything before approaching the base itself. We're now going to take a look at the mighty arsenal that it has on board. It's armed with 4 Gatling guns. It's also got an underside Gatling turret, as I really wanted to pay homage to the Modern Warfare 2 Harrier, as that's the one that everyone knows and is the reason why people fell in love with the Harrier jump jet. Which of course works on an AI function, so you don't even need to control it and it will start shooting targets below. It has 2 reloadable rocket launchers, and it's got a whole host of medium cargo containers on the inside. This amount of weaponry really should end a base faster than the Jesse Smollett case did. What? Nah, we won't get in trouble for that. Really? There's actual evidence to say that he did it himself. Ah, screw it, let's leave it in. So let's take to the sky and see how it does in a dogfight scenario. If you're enjoying the video so far, how about subscribing? You could become one of the very early cavers, because you never know, YouTube might take down my channel. Fun little fact, this jet was entirely made on survival mode. However, it's filmed on creative mode as we didn't have any rockets and we really want to fully test out the jet because it'd be a bit shit if we tested it without anything like that. I finally landed a blow that actually finished him off, and even though I hit the floor quite hard, I took no damage from it. So what we're going to do is have a quick assessment of the damage that I took. As you have seen, I took quite a few missile hits, but the damage is next to nothing, has no effect to the plane at all. So without doing any repairs, I'm using the same jet that I just used. With all that damage that it took, I'm going to take on this other jet and see how we do. You have noticed that there was some thrusters at the back that weren't blocked up. That's because that was just in the testing stage of whether we should put some thrusters there, and it works a dream. So at the end you'll be able to see the final finished version of the ship before you download it yourself, because after watching this whole video, why wouldn't you? You have to be crazy not to. So after taking more hits than Theresa May's Brexit deal, we actually won the fight. And there he goes, he falls to the ground, and we're victorious. Let's take a quick look at the damage we sustained. As you can see, still missing that back end. We're missing the two main core thrusters and actually the two middle thrusters. However, we're able to take off. We're able to take off and we're able to move. This jet is incredible. So we spent a long time investigating, and I've shown you all this evidence. It's now up to you guys to decide whether this is a good jet or not. I've added a decoy onto the side of the wings. I've fixed up the back to give it a more structured look and to hide those thrusters. It's up to you guys to decide, is this jet worthy? If you would like to download it, I'll include the link to the workshop in the description. For now guys, this has been Rycave. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. Leave a like and a comment, because I love to hear from the people who view my videos. But until next time guys, have a good night. Come on, come on, come on, come on, steady. Right, turn off the dampeners, slowly, slowly. Come on. Oh! Oh, I landed it! I landed it! Yes!